Hi guys, welcome to my first video on this channel. I'm Mary and I like creating things that help me and people like me take all the random thoughts and ideas in our heads and turn them into something that we can actually work with so that everything feels a little bit less overwhelming. Most of my ideas just come from me trying to make sense of everyday life in a way that feels more manageable. So for this video, I was thinking about creating an app that makes working easier and a little bit more fun, maybe some stats to go along with it so that we can track the time spent on different projects. So while thinking about this app, I noticed something pretty simple, which is that the hardest part for me is just getting started. I feel like once that first little push happens, everything else sort of just falls into place. That's kind of the idea behind the Pomodoro method. If you've never heard of it before, it's a technique for breaking down work into smaller, more focused chunks. You work for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and repeat that a few times before taking a longer break, usually 15 to 30 minutes. People adjust the durations to fit their own flow, but the key takeaway, for me at least, is that you're only committing to the first session and not the entire day, which makes starting a lot easier. I like the Pomodoro concept, and I even tried out a bunch of different apps to help me stick to it. But I realized over time that I wasn't really using it as intended. I would skip breaks or just use it as a time tracker without following the cycles. And so I think what I'm looking for is something with a little bit more flexibility. I want to be able to work until my focus runs out and then take an earned guilt-free break when my energy dips. That way I can keep going if I'm in the zone, and then just save the breaks for when I need it the most, and that's all while still solving the hardest part of getting started. So the goal for this video is to create an app that works the way that I, and hopefully some of you do too. It will have flexible sessions, earn breaks, and hopefully a fun interface with some stats so we can keep track of how much time we're actually spending on all of our different projects. It will hopefully be useful and also a little bit fun to use. So let's get started. So most of the coding is done. All of the app's functionality is there. It still looks pretty rough visually though, but the timer screen keeps track of both your current session as well as the total amount you've been working on for the day. So initially I was thinking of showing the passage of time as one color draining into another one. So what I mean is something like this. You start with this darker color, and then like as you work on your session, this lighter version of the color is like pushing it down. I want the user to be able to pick this color by themselves. Like I think it would be cool if like each category had its own color that the user can pick, and then to see that reflected in the app. I also wanted to show the passage of time using tomatoes somehow. If a user has like a goal of doing like 10 sessions a day, for example, I want to be able to see that and see like kind of like a progress bar. I have, for example, like 4 gold tomatoes here, and then you can see that like you completed 2. I was thinking this is a dried tomato, and this could show if you had said you were going to complete this yesterday and you didn't, then if you complete it today, you don't earn a regular tomato, you earn this dried one. Unripe tomato, which is like you get this if you completed an extra session on top of your daily goal, if that makes sense. Also for like the earned breaks, I thought it would be kind of cute to see it as like a product, like some kind of a tomato product. Like it's almost like you cooked a session. Just an idea of what I mean here. You earned a juice box when you finish one session, and then when you like tap on it, then it would take you to like a break screen, which would be like something like this. You can see here, this is like the time left in your break, and the tomato is resting and he's drinking his own juices. And here are some of the other images I made, like for the break timer. I was thinking maybe like when he's resting, he's like drinking himself. And then when he's done, he's like bright red and he's like ready to go. I did show my brother this concept and he said, "What is that?" So I might have to rethink this whole thing. I was also thinking like this. It's like a play on like the Campbell's soup can. Instead of just like the entire screen draining, like perhaps like having a color in the can drain, but I don't think this is very clear either. So my partner had an idea to present the timer screen as sort of like a production factory or like a kitchen somehow. So this is his drawing, which I think is really cute. You can see like there's like a timer in the middle, and then this is like the breaks that you've collected in like some sort of pantry, presenting the progress bar is like on a vine, and there's like a little oven in the back to show that it's like a kitchen. He had like some other ideas too, which we erased, but some kind of like production thing. So I thought that was a really good idea, and so I sketched my own version of it. I was thinking of something like this. This is a first draft. This would be like the tomatoes on the vine instead of a pantry, which I thought could be a little bit harder. I thought like just having them on like shelves would be easier to program. I thought like the oven either could show the time left or like the clock at the top. I'm not sure yet. And I thought it would be cool, you know, keeping the color thing I was telling you about earlier, and then like kind of showing like what you're cooking in there, which would be like the category that you're working on. So that would be the timer screen. I'm thinking of having like 2 other tabs. They probably won't be like this detailed in terms of designing and stuff like that. So I think for the statistics, I just want to show how much time you've been working on and then like how your time is distributed. So I'm thinking of like both a bar graph and then perhaps like some sort of donut graph. I think for the settings, it's going to be pretty standard, just, you know, your preferences and just some other options that you have. So just nothing too crazy for the settings. So I think I just need to finish up these designs, just finalize them, and once I do that, I just need to drop them into the existing app, which shouldn't take too long, I think. Besides that, I have been using the app already to start working, which I've been enjoying, but there are a couple of bugs that I've already run into, so I need to fix those as well. Let's get to it. I'm finally finished. It took a lot longer than expected, but I learned a lot and had so much fun working on it. Now that it's done, I'm really happy with the way that it turned out, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So let me show you how it works. So this is the main timer screen. When you want to start a work session, you just click on the oven and pick the category that you're going to work on. Once that's selected, turn the oven on to start the timer. After completing the duration of 1 tomato, which by the way you can customize, the oven dings and immediately starts a new timer. You can either stop here for a break or continue working. Notice that the number of tomatoes on the left decreases by 1. That's the one that you finished cooking. You may have also noticed that besides there being 1 less tomato, there's now an item on the top shelf. This is where your earned breaks go. When you're ready to take your break, just click on one of these and the break timer starts. You can choose to take 1 break, or if you've earned several, stack them up depending on your energy. Next is the stats page. Here you can see your total work time and when you were most productive. There's also a donut graph, so you can see how your time was distributed across different projects. Click on a specific color or category to see a more detailed breakdown. And finally, the settings page. This is where you can add new categories, pick their colors, adjust durations, and decide whether or not you want to roll over your breaks. So yeah, that's Tomato Kitchen. I had so much fun working on this project, and I'm really happy that I can finally use something that I built that will actually help me work and focus better. If you think this app will be useful to you in any way, I've left a link to it in the description. It's only for iPhone users now, but I'm interested in learning about cross-platform stuff in the near future, so please stay tuned for that. And if you have any ideas, either for this app or maybe the next one, I'd really love to hear them, so please feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.